Good morning, boys and girls. We are on to chapter 29 and Al Capone Does My Shirts. The name of this chapter is Convict Choir Boy, and the date is Wednesday, May 1st, 1935, where we left off last. It looks like Moose is kind of concerned about having to be in charge of Natalie all over the place when it comes to Alcatraz Island. I think I would too. So, and his mother seems to be of the opinion that everything's working out right, and that she's going to be able to go to that Esther P. Marinoff school. So, and the father's usually kind of doing his usual stuff. So, all right, Convict Choir Boy, here we go. The next week, I do my best to stay away from Piper. But the more I stare clear, the more she seems to want to be around me. She's planning something. Watch yourself, Annie tells me on Monday. On Wednesday, I find out Piper has given Scout 105's baseball, and then stopped talking to Scout. I guess she doesn't need him anymore. And Scout doesn't seem to care, which surprises me even more. You can have her, Moose, he tells me while we're warming up for our lunch game. She's more trouble than she's worth. Oh, great, I say. Gee, thanks. I think she's googly-eyed for you anyway, he says. No, she isn't. Oh, God, I tell him. Scout nods his head. You like her too, and you know it. I don't know what you're talking about, I tell him. It is impossible to like someone I dislike as much as Piper now. It didn't used to be possible anyway. So, Moose, we're friends, right? Piper corners me as I come out of the bathroom right after the last bell at school. Oh, whatever you say, Piper. I pick up my books and head out the door to the bright sunshine. And friends help each other, right? I don't like the sound of this. I need your help. She touches my hand. Oh boy. I close my eyes, blow out my mouth, and walk faster. She keeps pace with me. I want your help with 105. You have an in now. Natalie does anyway. You are unbelievable. Unbelievable. I spit the words out at her. Moose, wait, come on. I don't want to talk to you, Piper. I just don't. I keep walking fast, my head down. This is going to help you too, because otherwise you'll always wonder. You'll never know what happened between Natalie and 105. I know what happened. I was there. I lie. No, you weren't, she says. Go cram your head in the crapper, Piper, I yell in her face and cross the street to get away from her. How does she know everything? Look, she wheedles, keeping pace with me. You've been driving yourself nuts with this, haven't you, Moose? But we can fix that. We'll let Natalie go meet 105, and then we'll spy on them. Then you'll know. And if 105 tries anything, you can pound them right there. Moose, won't that feel good? As far as I'm concerned, 105 does not even exist. We came so close to getting into the cell house with Mrs. Capone, Piper says. No, we didn't, I say. What if they'd used Jimmy or Teresa to translate instead of Mrs. Madaman? And then they need to take them up to the cell house because cons can talk to visitors in a foreign language. What if none of that even comes close to happening? Didn't you learn anything? Just be there. Just be close, and it'll happen. You can't catch a ball unless you're in the ballpark. Take 105, for example. She tries again. I don't know what you're talking about, I shout, stopping in the middle of the sidewalk. Natalie certainly does. That's all she talks about is 105. I glare at her. How would you know? I heard her one day when she was with your mom. Your mom had no idea what she was talking about, but I knew, Piper says. My neck gets stiff. I can hardly move it. She loves numbers, that's all. That's always what she talks about. I start walking again. Oh, yeah? Right. Look what's the harm of just talking to the guy? 105. No harm. Go ahead. You don't need me, and you don't need Natalie. Ah, she makes a disgusted noise and cuts in front of me. Well, you don't. I sidestepped her. She cuts me off again. There's an odd expression on her face, both eyes looking left, not at anything in particular. What? I ask. She scratches her back. Well, she sighs. Well, what? I tried to walk to 105, but he wouldn't talk. I tried to talk to 105, but he wouldn't talk to me. No kidding. You really charmed Mrs. Capone, too. I mean, dropping your purse on her toe? What a nice touch. Shut up. What did the guy do anyway? Homicide? Kidnapping? I can't stop myself from asking this. I don't know, but he's only got one more year left. Not even that. Half a year, I think. That's why he's has so much freedom. They figured he wouldn't run with 6 months to go. It wouldn't be worth it to jeopardize that. You think they'd let just any old convict wander around the place, gardening? Plus, the guy, they call him Onion because the way his hair is greased down makes his head look like an onion. He put together a whole slew of good time. He's like some kind of Boy Scout choir boy or something. Choir boy? I ask. Kind of like you, convict choir boy from the root vegetable family, she smiles. How'd you find out? I looked at my dad's files. Couldn't find out what he was in for, but I found out he was on gardening detail. I went to the gardens. There he was. Surely, if Nat could find him, I could too. Nat's not stupid, I shout. Did I say she was? Say it. Say she's not stupid. She's not stupid. Piper shrugs and we start walking again. I know I shouldn't talk to her anymore, but I can't help it. I have to know. That true. uh, That true about being a good guy? Yep, Piper says. She looks me square when she says this. I think about what a liar Piper is. Even so, when she does make sense, why would they let an escape risk have the run of the place? If he won't talk to you, what makes you think he'll talk to Natalie? I ask. Because he did already, idiot. Geez, Piper, why do you go sticking your nose in this? What are you all bent out of shape about anyway? Piper asks, shifting her books to the other arm. She's not pregnant, right? Piper, for crying out loud! You do know about the birds and the bees, don't you? Shut up, Piper. Just shut up. Did you ask her at least? Look, this is off limits. I make a flattening gesture with my hands. I just have to keep her safe until the Esther P. Marinoff interview. And then what? And then she'll get in and get better, and we'll all live happily ever after. What if she doesn't get in, though? I mean, she didn't before, right? What makes you think she will this time? This is the question my whole family has been avoiding. Just hearing Piper ask it out loud makes me feel disloyal. She will, I say. My voice comes out in a funny jerk. Piper raises her eyebrows and studies me. There's a chapel in the basement of the cell house. If she doesn't get in, then maybe she and 105 can get married. He's getting out soon. Piper, shut up, I shout. Shut up? Get mad all you want, but it seems perfectly reasonable to me. They should have babies. Shut up. I feel blinding urge to grab hold of Piper's throat. If she gets in, how long till she starts there? Can you at least tell me that? Piper asks. I don't know for sure. So, we better get going, she says. Piper, forget about it. Wouldn't you like to know what happened? Her eyes are burrowing inside mine. It's not safe, Piper. Why not? You're going to be right there. We're going to be right there. What is it to you, for Christ's sake? I glare at her. I want to meet Al Capone. This is the same guy, same criminal choir boy onion guy. It isn't Al Capone, yeah, but it's a start. Who knows what it'll lead to? I stare at Piper, those squinty eyes, that cute little movie star mouth, that long, straight hair. Then I get it. It just isn't about Al Capone. Mm-mm. You like to play with fire. You love being around all of this criminal stuff, don't you? And you don't? Come on. I stare out at the water, busy with ferries and fishing boats. Not as half as much as you do, I say. All right. We will proceed with the next chapter next time. And that will be chapter 30 called I. And that is Tuesday, May 7th and Wednesday, May 8th, 1935. All right. And, yep. Till then, have a good one.